Hey guys, Guitar Pilgrim here, and today I'm behind the keyboard because we're gonna play the music of the Doors. Great intro, isn't it? Now, out of the 6 albums that the Doors released, probably one of their finest efforts is their last album, LA Woman, with Jim Morrison, full beard, hardly recognizable. Now, the last track of that album is Riders on the Storm, and that's the song we're going to take a look at today. And it starts off with a very simple and great little bass line. And already it sounds a little bit spooky, doesn't it? And it works so well with the right hand. As well as it's very nice to improvise over. And so on. Now, if you have a piano or a keyboard at home, you have to try out this bass part because it's so much fun to do and it's very simple. We've got the E minor, just 4 notes. And we've got the A chord, second inversion. So it's E minor and A. Put them together. And before you know it, you're playing the Doors, Riders on the Storm, bass, on the keyboards. In comes the right hand, which is such a beautiful chord, isn't it? It's the E sus4. Always sounds very mysterious. The rain part. He's playing an E Dorian scale. Dorian is like the minor scale, but the 6th note is 1/2 step up. This is minor, E minor. Now the 6th note is the C, so that becomes a C sharp. And now we have... And that's much more a jazzy kind of a scale. And the Doors use it pretty often. Immediately it sounds like the Doors, doesn't it? And I'm just playing the E Dorian scale. Now then Jim Morrison comes in with the vocals. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. He's singing the vocals, the lyrics Riders on the Storm, as well as whispering them if you listen to the record.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm,
Riders on the Storm. Sounds very dark and spooky. And by the way, Jim Morrison, he has this thing that he always does. It's like, yeah. He does that so very often. A minor, D, E minor, D again, and back to the beginning. E minor, D, D to C, and it's such a good line, isn't it? Now, if you can play the bass part, you really want to try to see if you can add the right hand as well, because it's only 3 chords. We've got the E minor, the A chord, and E minor 7. Then try to play. First just the right hand. And if you're up for it, add the bass part. And there you go. So much fun to play. Now, if you don't have a piano at home, don't worry, because you can also play the song very easily on the acoustic guitar.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
Okay, so we start with the E minor, basic strumming pattern. And it's nice after you sing the line, "Riders on the storm," to play this little riff. Dun, 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 dun. And you'll notice I rest the palm of my right hand on the guitar, on the body, so it's easier to find the D string. Then next up we've got the A minor, onto D, alternate between A minor and D, and a different strumming pattern. And back to the E minor, and the riff. And that's basically how you play the song on the acoustic guitar. Now, after the second verse, Robby Krieger starts his guitar solo, and it's a great guitar solo to play, especially if you're a beginner. Good solo to play if you're a beginner, because it's not really that difficult. He starts with this very country lick, and as you can tell, the song's inspiration is a song called Ghost Riders in the Sky, and that goes like this. And Robby Krieger starts like. Both have the same kind of a country feel to it. Then he has this little ascending sequence, which sounds like you're playing something very difficult, but it's just hammer-ons. Blue note, and another country lick. I love that country lick. And another ascending little sequence, this time using the Dorian scale, 6th note. He plays very soft. That's a good thing about Robby Krieger. He has his own unique style. He doesn't use a guitar pick, and he tends to play a little bit less extrovert and a little bit softer and everything, and that's quite nice. I like it. You notice it's him. E minor to D, D to C, and then some gentle finger picking. Quite spooky and very subtle. Great solo all across the board by Robby Krieger. And then after the third verse, it's time for the keyboard solo by Manzarek, and that really is a fantastic solo as well. So the beginning of the solo is very good. He starts with a phrase, ends on a long note, huge pause, he repeats the phrase, adding 2 extra notes. Again, long note. So there's lots of room and lots of space to build up towards that climax. He didn't start like this. No, it was like... which is a much better beginning. Then he continues on with... Again, the 𝗵𝗗 𝗵𝗶. Isn't that beautiful? And also a statement and response. Statement, response, and again, long note, very dramatic. And here's where things start to build up a little bit. And it just keeps building up till eventually okay guys, Riders on the Storm by the Doors, great song to play on your acoustic guitar or the keyboards. As always, a huge thanks to my patrons. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you next time.